Okie dokie then. Yeah, still here for a while, like something out of Thomas the Tank Engine. Shovel's truck sounds good, makes me hungry. Haven't had dinner yet. Well, no, I haven't eaten yet either. In fact, I did have a Cornish pasty the other day just to rub it in. I had some. I took one with me and then ate it the next day when I got back to Sweden. Right then, let's see what we got here then. Well, I don't want to go that way. Okay. Right. Right then, let's see. I better open the doors, I suppose. Or maybe I don't have to. Oh, it just says. So let's just see what happens then. Yeah, I know, I'm supposed to have gone already. I've already gone, I've already cheated. I'm in a rush. Oh, now I've gone over already. Yeah, I'm in a rush. I told you I was in a rush. I always watch out around here because I know the signalling can be really dodgy with this route. Where signals can go from green and the next one doesn't even have a yellow, it goes straight to red. Just never know what's going to happen. Oh, that's a ding, that's good. At least I know when it dings, that's good news. I'm not sure about the one behind that. The one behind that could be a red. Because this is what this happens. This is how it is. Can't trust it. That's a green. Till we're out way outside Paddington, then I need to start to trust signals again. For those that don't know this route, this is one of the original routes that came with Train Simulator way back in 2007, 2008. Right, that's good, it's another ding, so maybe I can trust it at some point. Yeah, good. What did you think of Matt's stream last night, Kev? Probably going to be a red now, just to annoy me. Okay, good. Come on, I want to go to warp speed. Hurry up. Right, 100. Interesting to see your top, Kev. Yeah, it definitely has, Kev. Yeah, I just meant then, for example, when it was quite interesting. I was glad he did the Wherry lines yesterday with the Steam version, because I really wanted to have a look at seeing what some of the differences were. I mean, obviously, I know the route hasn't changed, but it was good to see what the stock and things like that were. What I actually did was when he was playing the Class 37 scenario, I loaded it up, and then I was actually driving it while he was driving it on the stream at the same time, because I've got two monitors here. So I drove on one monitor and had the Twitch stream up on the other monitor. So that was quite interesting, because obviously with the Steam version you just have the Class 170 and that's it for like AI traffic. Whereas in my version I had Class 153s and Class 90s and all sorts of things sitting around. But you definitely had a little bit of an issue with the sound though, because it was like everything was always slightly behind when he was doing stuff. So hopefully he sorted that issue out again. Yeah, I don't take a lot of food back with me. Sometimes I just pop into the supermarket and I get things like extra strong mints and some chocolate, although to be honest, British chocolate's gone downhill lately. Either my taste buds have changed, or the taste of the chocolate has just gone completely downhill. But we do have a shop here in Stockholm that sells English stuff, so I sometimes go there as well, although it's just a little bit expensive. So if I can take some things with me, then I will. Shipments. Classic fruit pastels, yeah. But we can get that. We can get those in Sweden anyway, in the supermarket. We can get licorice, all sorts. There are quite a few things we can get in the supermarket here. It's just some things, it's obviously a bit cheaper. I got some things like for the dogs, because you can get things like pedigree chum, like dog sticks and things like that, and they cost like about £2 to £3 a bag here, whereas I can get them from like in supermarkets or places like Poundland for like £1 or less. So I just get a few of those. Yeah, they actually, funny you say that. Yeah, they do seem to do that. Yeah, yeah. My friend eats a lot of salt in his food. That's for sure. Sometimes I'm just sort of like watching him, and I'm like, what the hell? Sometimes he puts a lot of salt in things. But they also like licorice. They also eat a lot of things like licorice and sort of sweets that have that kind of bitter taste. So they love things like licorice. But I guess it's just, it's just different people like different things. I'm sure there's a lot of people back home that like to have a lot of salt in their food as well. I personally don't like a lot of salt in my food. I tend to like to add it afterwards, or if I am making something, obviously, then I won't use tons of salt. Swedish people also like, as far as I've seen, like to have things like spaghetti and put ketchup with spaghetti, which I suppose makes sense in a way, but when you have like plain spaghetti and then ketchup on top. The way things are really, I guess. Not really a lot to this scenario. It just seems to be driving fast and just passing AI traffic, which is alright. I don't create any. I don't create scenarios, Kevin. Never done a scenario. I just tend to do others that just do ones that others people have done rather than make my own. Talking about scenario creation, though, I did notice that Captain Jenks has posted a YouTube video today where he's talking about how to create scenarios. This is the first part he's put up today, so I might watch that at some point. But I was talking earlier to, I think it was Nelson, I think. And I just said, well, it'd be great if there was like some tool that allowed you to make scenarios a lot easier. So I might see what it's like with Train Sim World. Oh no, not right at the same time. That's one of those like not good moments. A bit like that poor guy that was standing there for a couple of hours waiting for the Flying Scotsman to come past. He was standing on the platform waiting for it to come past, and then just as it come past, the train came past the other way. And I think he then tweeted his disappointment about it, and then Richard Branson gave him some free tickets to somewhere in the Caribbean. I remember. I think it's just because ever since scenarios started coming out, I've always read that people have issues sometimes making them, you know, like it crashes or all these other things, and it just puts me off from making them. I mean, sometimes I just want to go into Train Sim, download a scenario and play it. I don't really want to make my own. Because there's so many people out there that do good scenarios, then I might as well just pick what they do already. But that's one reason. That didn't work out very well. Well, I'm almost coming into Reading. failed to arrive at Reading on time. Right. So I arrived at 25. And it says arrive, pick up passengers from Reading, arrive 18:25, depart 18:25. Well, if that isn't, I don't know what this is. I mean, obviously